Good afternoon, this is Jacob at Red Rock Roofing, standing for greatness. Today we're at 8846 over here at Erica's house doing a quick roof inspection. Try not to get anybody in the photo there. Bear with me while I make my way up the ladder here. The first thing I want to point out is the amount of granules that are consistent in the system. Honestly, it's doing pretty good. I'm not seeing a ton of granule loss in the system. Of course, as you mentioned to me, Erica, someone has already scooped all of that out, so that's probably the main reason. The next thing I'm looking for, or any kind of insurance is going to look for, is going to be called drip edge. What drip edge is a 2-inch by 2-inch metal flange designed to encapsulate the eaves, which you have here, so that looks fantastic as well. Bear with me just a moment here while I make my way up the ladder. Go. So the next thing I want to look at is the soft metals to see if there's any kind of signs or indication of hail that hit those. Now I know in this area we do have an active hail date. Unfortunately, your roof is actually still looking pretty good in regards to hail. I went ahead and chalked up a couple of areas, but not seeing anything called collateral damage. What collateral damage is damage to the soft metals. Other than that, next thing anyone would want to look for is what's called spalding. Spalding is when hail hits the shingle, dislodges the granules, showing the fiberglass underlayment underneath. I went ahead and checked a few areas here on all the slopes. Unfortunately, I don't see any hail damage, which is also a good thing. So I'm going to say that as a whole, your roof has a pass. There are a couple things that I did want to point out to you while I was up here on the roof that I noticed. Just a couple penetration points. So if you take a look over here at the swamp cooler, I know when we talked to Erica, you mentioned to me that that was a priority for you, as ultimately you want to get rid of this swamp cooler. But while it's here, I just want to point out, you have some lifting here. A lot of times this is caused by heat, causing that nail to rise and pop out of the shingle. Unfortunately, that's a pretty good sized gap. As you can see, I can get my finger in there pretty well. And of course, anywhere that my finger can get in, obviously water can migrate, and that's an issue for possible leaking. I don't think that you have any leaking yet, but if you do, that's definitely a probable cause. I see this more than just on the water cooler. I actually see it over here as well, where the shingle is kind of lifting. Normally want to put ice in water, which is a synthetic underlayment with a self-adhering back, to make sure that this is properly sealed. So that's something that I would want to do with a fix. I know we talked about doing a repair and what it would cost to fix this area after the removal of the swamp cooler, so we'll provide that for you as well. Other than that, Erica, I do want to say thank you so much for the opportunity to come up here and give you a free roof inspection. Hope you have a very blessed day, and Jacob, Red Rock Roofing, standing for greatness.